let's just get right into it. So this will be a video on just my everyday wear. Nothing too special. So first I start off with eyebrows. And usually, I don't use a spoolie. I would just use a toothbrush. This is an edge control brush, I guess. But I would just use a toothbrush and brush out my eyebrows. I don't like the spoolie because the spoolie is too rough for me, I feel like. So I just use a toothbrush. Filling in my eyebrows, I use the, I guess, e.l.f. pomade. It doesn't have a name, or does it? Nope, it doesn't have a name, but it's from e.l.f. and I use an angled eyebrow brush. I used to use the Anastasia, but I found out it's too creamy for me, so yeah, I just use what works. So if anything's gonna be right, it will be my eyebrows. I really don't care about anything else. I also don't care about making mistakes because that's what the concealer is for. So I just want to fill these bad boys in. So I literally just do the brow. I never do the front of the brow because I guess that's just me trying to keep it as natural as possible. So I just do the ends. My eyebrows right now are pretty thick and I got them done. And even when me getting them done, I told the lady to take them down a bit because I know that I still fill them in. But yeah. And it's been a while since I had got my eyebrows done. So the waxing part of it kind of hurt a bit. So when she was done and I seen them, I was just like, okay, we just gotta make these work. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make these work. So pretty much me filling them in. This will be the outcome. This eyebrow, I have a cut right here, and the way it healed, it gave me like a indent. I don't even know what happened, honestly. I guess I just had it from young age. But so what I have to do after everything's said and done, I have to go in with a eyebrow pencil just to kind of make it look like, because you see the difference, it looks a little lighter around that. This is the actual hair. This is me filling in my brow, so it looks a little lighter. So I just take a black eyebrow pencil and gently, I just try and fill it in. I do the whole brow just so that everything looks, you know, even, I guess. So that'll be that. Then I will go in with concealer. So I use an everyday concealer brush. This is from e.l.f. I had it for forever. And doing my eyebrows depends on the mood, really. Sometimes I'll go lighter and darker. Sometimes I will use the same concealer as my skin complexion. Yeah, it just depends on the day and the mood. So for right now, I'm gonna use the NYX HD Pro Concealer, and I'm gonna use that in Cocoa. And I'm running out, don't judge me, but this is what it looks like. Whoops. And I got it from the beauty supply store. I don't know how much it was. No more than $4 probably, but so I put the concealer on the brush, and then what I usually do, I put it on my hand just so it's not too much on my brush going in, and then I'll gradually use more and more. So for right now, I'm gonna cover the whole brush, but I'm gonna take, it looks like a lot, but it's really a little bit. So then I'll start in on the middle of the brow. Now, since this is an everyday wear, which technically means I'm probably just going to work. I had to concentrate. Which technically means I'm probably just going to work. I don't do too much of an arch. Like, if it's a date night, or, you know, we just hanging out, then I'll probably do an arch, like. But for now, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Once I shape the brow, I just bring the concealer down onto my eyelid. Not too much, because sometimes I don't plan on wearing eyeshadow. I don't wear eyeshadow to work, so. We're just going to bring this down into the eyelid, just so that when it's time to blend it out, it's not as hard. And what I've come to learn about this concealer, it dries pretty fast, so you gotta work fast. So I didn't take any more. This is just the other side, and I'm gonna just start on the other brow. I know I just said I start in the middle, but if one brow is already done, I try to like just even these two lines up and then go into the other brow. So that's why I did that. But to each his own. And do whatever you're comfortable with. Now, for the most part, since what am I talking about? Whenever I do get my eyebrows done, I try to make sure that this part at least is even. I don't really care about the top part because, like I said, I fill my eyebrows in. So I try to make sure at least the bottom of the brow, the lines, I guess, yeah, that it lines up evenly. Just so it can make it a little bit easier when it's time for me to try and shape my brow. Try to keep them as easy as possible, as even as possible. So like a little, never mind. Just keep that as an inside joke. And then I'll bring the concealer to the middle, and that'll be the bottom. Now, since I said that this dries pretty fast, it's probably already dry, at least this eye. I'm gonna try and blend it out. And this is just a foundation brush from Elf again. These brushes are so old. I got them for Christmas about 2 years ago. When I found out that I wanted to try makeup out, my mom gave me like a bunch of gift cards to everywhere you could think of. Well, not everywhere you could think of. She gave me a gift card to Sephora, and then she gave me like 2 Visa cards that you could spend anywhere. And I went to MAC, and I got matched with my foundation and concealer. And then I went to Sephora and bought like little knickknacks. That was 2 years ago. Now, right, I haven't been back to MAC since. And that's just because you use what works for you. And I mean, I feel like I don't really need, I just don't need the more high-end expensive stuff, especially because I don't go nowhere. So I'm gonna just use stuff from the beauty supply store. I just started going to Ulta lately. I always knew it was a makeup store, but the Ulta that's by my house is junky, and I just don't want to waste my time. So they built one a little further up from me, and I went there to see what it was about, and kind of find out I actually like it. So now I'm an Ulta kind of person. If not that, I hope I'm saying it right. I think it's Ulta. Yeah, it's Ulta, right? I'm an Ulta type of person. If not Ulta, I probably could find what I need in Walmart or the beauty supply store. I go to Sephora, but not like, I don't go to the mall just to go to Sephora. Like, I go to Sephora if I'm in the mall, and it just hits me. But Yeah, no. I'll try those stores before I be like, okay, let me go to Sephora. So what I'm doing, I'm just wiping off my concealer brush with a makeup removal wipe. And I'm gonna go in with a darker concealer. This is Beautiful Bronze, I guess. It's a darker color, but this is still the same thing. Oh, I got it right. Check me out. Beautiful Bronze. Same brand. Same brand. And I'm filling the top part and the dark spots around my face. Now, since I said this is like my everyday wear, for the most part, I don't use foundation when I go to work. I will literally just take a darker concealer that's like my skin complexion, and I will fill in basically the bottom of my face. Basically. Now, I don't know why I've been breaking out lately, but this isn't usual. But for right now, it is. So I just take the darker concealer. I'm going to pat that in. And then she will be beat to the gods. For work, at least. So, let's do the top part. So, for the top part, I start in the middle. Just to give myself a point, I guess. I hate this part. I really do. And this also lets me wipe off some of the concealer that I don't need. So I'm going to start in the middle again. And we're just going to shape that. Oh, I hate that my eyebrows are this big. Like, I really do. So the first time that I shape it, I'm going to just bring out the rest of the concealer. And then I'm going to try and shape it from the beginning now. I'll make it a little bit smaller. And for some reason, I don't know why I do that little loop-de-loop. Like, when I get to the end of, like, the tip of the brow, I guess, right? I do this loop. Like, I'll go, instead of just coming down. I don't know why. Okay, for right now, that looks okay. I'm not going to mess with it. So, I'll probably mess with the tip. But, that'll be one eyebrow for now. Then I'll flip it to the other side. And just try and bring this over here. This eyebrow always works. This one, oh yeah, they look good, right? So you can see how it looks a little lighter. It don't even look like I touched the eyebrow on this end. So they look pretty even though. I'm gonna try and like, no, I'm not gonna mess with it. So we're just gonna fan that out again. You see how this end looks more natural than this end? I don't know why, but this eyebrow always gives me a hard time. So I'm gonna just go back in with my eyebrow brush and I'm gonna just try and make it a little wider. There we go. Looks a little better. Wow. And I'm gonna go back in with that foundation brush. And I'm gonna start from the middle. And move this back a little bit. Start from the middle and try to blend that out. So basically, since I start in the middle with my concealer, my forehead looks already done, right? So I would just bring whatever's left on the brush down onto my face. Not too much because I still want to look as natural as possible, but I'm gonna go back in with my concealer brush, the same concealer that I used on the top of my brow, and just cover the darkest spots. Honestly, this is a bump, so that might budge out, but I don't really care to cover them all because, like, it's just work for one, and two, I'm still trying to look as natural as possible, so. And I will put a little bit on top of my lip. I promise y'all I got my mustache waxed. I don't know what that's about. And you're just going to try. So we'll go back to the brow. Thin whatever's left out. This is the tricky part. You want to try and get as close as to the brow as you can. Just to get, you see that extra concealer right here? See that line? We're going to try and blend it out as much as we can. Forehead back a little bit. And everything will blend out. Wow. Okay. My hands are just tired, so we're just gonna leave that alone for now. Now, I'm gonna actually take a spoolie because for this part, the toothbrush is too big. So I'm gonna take the spoolie and just try and blend the product out in the front. We want this to look as natural as possible. Right? I'll even take more product just to bring it out a bit, line it up a bit. Go back in with that spoolie. Go back in. Go back with the foundation brush. You want to get just as close as you can under the brow too. A lot of people set their brows. I don't. Honestly, just it's only because if it's broke, don't fix it. So now I'm gonna come between the brows. Try and make it. Is it me or I still see a line? I don't know. But that'll be it. I went in and took some more concealer. We're gonna pat this side. Oh, I'm gonna pat this side with some. I don't want to bring it too far on my cheeks because my cheeks are my lighter area. It's my lighter area, so I just want to keep it around my mouth, my jawline, and then I still have some of the concealer that I used on the bottom of my brow, so I'm gonna dip into some of that and put that up here. Oh, that's much. Okay. I'll bring that down. We're gonna try to make this one big happy family. And that'll be that. Boom. 20 minutes tops. And yeah, you can still see spots, but like I said, we're just going to work, right? So that'll be that. I'll put some cocoa butter Vaseline on my lips. That's what's on it now. And then I'll top it off with the little Fenty Beauty lip balm. Not that. And that'll be that. I'll take some setting spray. Just for the fun of it. Fan that in. You know. And boom. I'm ready for work. This came out really good. So, I have a mess. Y'all can't even see it, but I got a mess over some daggone eyebrows. I'm gonna take a wet wipe, wash off my hand, and we're gonna call it. Technically, we'll call it a morning since this is when I'll be getting ready, but we're gonna call it a day for now because it's Saturday. And right now, I ain't got nothing else to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And voila. See ya.